All right, folks, it's the WC man here with breaking news. Seth Rollins tears his MCL, ACL, predicted to be out 6 to 9 months. Now, let me speak on his injury first, and then I'm going to speak on the impact of his injury and what I think is going to happen and what I want to happen and how, you know, as crazy as this sounds, that this is a good thing for him, the WWE, and everything that kind of revolves it. All right. But let me speak on his injury first. His injury is a torn ACL and MCL. And the reason why his injury is predicted to be 6 to 9 months is probably because it's a partial tear. Now, if it was a clean tear, he could be back in probably 5, maybe 4 months, depending on how well his healing power is. All right. If you think that I'm lying about this, John Cena tore his pectoral muscle, and he tore that thing completely clean. And the next thing you know, a couple months later, he was at the Royal Rumble. A clean tear is better than a partial tear. A partial tear is like, you have to fix the part that's torn and basically hope that the rest of the tear, you know what I'm saying, kind of heals back up naturally. That's the reason why it says 6 to 9 months. If it's a clean tear, he could be back in 5 months. I'm not a goddamn doctor, all right, but I've seen this injury before. I've seen it with Brady. I've seen it with Arian Foster of the goddamn Texans. He tore his ACL earlier this year. I don't know if it was a complete tear or not, but he's done for the season. All right. Because the football season is usually 4 or 5 months long. So of course there's an outside chance of maybe the playoffs, but it's a slim chance because he'd had to get the strength back in his legs, and that's the reason why you see 6 to 9 months for sure. Now, let me get into why this is a good thing for not only Seth Rollins but for the WWE product. Let's be real here, folks. Monday Night Raw has been unwatchable. And Seth Rollins, whether you like it or not, whether you're a Seth Rollins fan or not, he has been the least watched WWE champion in Raw history. Think about that for a second. In history, is it his fault? Not really. Is it creative's fault? Yeah. A lot of this stuff is creative's fault. Is it the PG era? Yeah. It's probably one of the depths of professional wrestling. But to many people's argument, this is not the days of Jerry Springer. This is not the days of Jenny Jones or raunchy TV or anything. The times have changed. Therefore, the WWE needs to change with the times. But the product is suffering. It's not Seth Rollins' fault. He's one of the best in-ring guys that they have. That's the reason why he was the world heavyweight champion, the WWE world heavyweight champion. That's the reason why he had the belt, because of the fact that the guy was athletically gifted. And I think that this guy's not only going to come back, but he's going to come back even better, even stronger. I'd expect for him to come back as a face. Um, but this brings up a lot of questions about what does the WWE do creatively? Do they turn Roman Reigns heel? Do they push a new guy like maybe Dean Ambrose into the title picture, make him the new heel champion? Do they have Sheamus run with the belt? There's a lot of things that they could do. John Cena's off TV filming something right now. Maybe they rush Cena back with this news. Um, there's a lot of things that they could do, and this is a big opportunity for the company to get it right because their ratings have been terrible. Buy rates for the network has gone down. Like I said, ratings for Monday Night Raw has been in the tank. That's even with Seth Rollins as the champion. That's even with them bringing back Sting and bringing back Stone Cold, Steve Austin to make guest star appearances. The stuff is just not, completely watchable. Like these people will try to tell you that it is. That's the reason why they've got the partnership with SportsCenter so they can have a little bit of exposure to different audiences, so they won't really lose too much to their ratings, so they can bring in new ratings. But at the same time, man, I'm just gonna break it down like this, man. It's really unfortunate to see this happen to Seth, man. He's a young guy, but I'd rather see this happen to him now, young in his career, than to see it be his career defining moment. I don't think that this is going to define his moment, his career. Hopefully, it doesn't. Um, I just hope that this is just not Edge all over again. You know what I'm saying? Where it's just like the talent is there, but the injuries just stunt his career, stunt his growth, and it's really unfortunate, man. I mean, love him, hate him. If you don't like his girlfriend, okay, great. But you have to admit that this guy was from A to Z everything that a professional wrestler should have been in 2015. But it's just the creative writing. It's just terrible. The current product is unwatchable. It's 3 hours every Monday, and then this is on. This is basically during SmackDown. I got this picture so I can show you folks. But there's going to be a tournament that they're going to be doing. I'd assume that Roman Reigns wins the tournament. I'd assume that Sheamus cashes in on him, becomes the heel champion, and then maybe Rollins, not Rollins, maybe Daniel Bryan's in the mix of this. I don't know. So there's a lot of ways that WWE creative can go. There's a lot of different directions that they can go. That's the reason why I said it's a good opportunity for them to kind of wipe the slate clean and start anew, go in a different direction, because the direction that they were going with Seth Rollins as the heel WWE champion was just not drawing in ratings. Whether you like Seth Rollins or not, whether you agree with disagree or agree with this point of view or not, those are the facts. All right, that's what it is. You don't have to like it. So hopefully Seth gets well soon. It's one of those things where I'm a fan of the product. Been a fan of the product for a while now, and in many ways, this could be a very big blessing in disguise. You know what I'm saying? You don't ever want to see this happen to anybody, but this could be a career changer for Seth in a good way, because I think that he'll come back. I think that the guy is going to come back from this injury strong. So let me know how you guys feel down below.